You know someone like this. Maybe they've been about to start for 3 years. Maybe they talk about the business, the book, the move, with real fire in their eyes, and somehow, nothing changes. Psychology says this isn't laziness. There are 6 reasons why. And by the end of this, you'll understand exactly what's happening inside their head. If any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. 1. They confuse thinking with progress. Psychologists call this mental simulation. When the brain imagines success so vividly, it releases a small hit of satisfaction. Not the real thing, just enough to feel like something happened. So they spend Sunday night planning the whole week, color-coded, detailed, and Monday morning. They do nothing, because the brain already got its reward. The thinking felt like doing, it wasn't. 2. Fear of failure is hiding under the motivation. They don't lack ambition, they have too much of it. Because the bigger the dream, the more terrifying the gap between who they are and who they'd need to be. So they stay in the planning phase, not because they're lazy. Because as long as they don't try, the dream is still perfect. They're not avoiding the dream, they're avoiding the way they think failure is going to make them feel. The plan is safe, the attempt is not. 3. They're waiting for the right moment. They need to feel ready first, need the right energy, the right circumstances, the right sign. But psychology is clear. Readiness comes after action, not before it. The person who finally started their business wasn't ready. They were scared. They started anyway. These people are still waiting for a feeling that only comes from doing the thing they're avoiding. Readiness is not the starting line. It's the finish line. 4. Overthinking is draining them before they begin. Every step has been analyzed, every outcome, every risk. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. The brain burns through its decision-making energy just thinking. By the time action is required, they're already exhausted. Not from doing anything, from thinking about everything. Exhaustion without effort, that's the trap. 5. Their identity doesn't match their goals. This is the one most people miss. The brain resists actions that don't match how a person secretly sees themselves. And somewhere underneath the big dreams, there's a quieter belief. One that didn't come from nowhere. It was learned. Quietly. Repeatedly. Maybe from a parent who said, "Be realistic." Maybe just from never seeing anyone like them actually make it. I'm not someone who actually finishes things. People like me don't really make it. So the dream stays a dream, not because they can't. Because becoming the person who could feels like becoming someone else entirely. The dream is big. The identity hasn't caught up yet. 6. They're addicted to potential. Talking about the dream feels good. It creates identity, excitement, a version of themselves they like. They buy the gym clothes, the lock, the annual membership. They go twice, maybe 3 times, and then rest day. Permanent rest day. Real progress is repetitive, slow, unglamorous, so they stay attached to the idea of who they could be. Because it feels better than facing the distance between that person and who they are right now. Potential is comfortable. Progress is not. Having big dreams isn't rare. What's rare is the willingness to let the dream become ordinary work. To stop protecting it and start building it without an audience. If this made you think, subscribe. Because on this channel, we don't just explain behavior. We get closer to understanding why we are the way we are.